As you know, the brave men and women of our armed forces risk their lives to maintain our daily freedoms while winning two wars simultaneously. I'm joined right now by someone who did not need to know that. Patricia Driscoll is the president and executive director of the Armed Forces Foundation. And of course, for the 5th straight year, you had your big Armed Forces Foundation Gala, Congressional Gala. Congratulations on what you pulled off last night.
Thank you.
So what was the goal? What was the goal of the night, and did you reach it?
No, we didn't reach it. The goal was to also raise money for our troops, and you know, this has been a tough time for everybody giving money. Companies, their stock prices are down, so we had a lot of our large usual donors not able to contribute as much, but we did have a great night. We did have about 100 guys from Walter Reed and Bethesda and H.H. McGuire come up and hang out with us, so that part was a great success.
You got all the branches involved. And you deal with them on a daily basis. You get the emergency calls. Hey, listen, I'm losing my house. I'm getting a divorce. My family's breaking up. They can't deal with my war injuries on a daily basis. This year, in particular, what's been the challenge?
The challenge hasn't been so much, you know, the big injuries, the losing limbs. It's been PTSD and TBI, post-traumatic stress disorder, and traumatic brain injury. It's been really tough because these guys are retreating. You know, they're quitting their jobs, they're drinking problems, they have drug problems. We have an increase in sexual abuse and spousal abuse, and it's a really tough time for these guys.
Because when you go back 3 or 4 times into a violent area, it's almost logical to think there's going to be some blowback. What about the economy? How has that treated veterans in particular?
It's been really tough, especially for our National Guardsmen who go over for a year or two and they come back, and the job that was there for them is no longer there because the company they were working for is not in existence.
What about the mortgages and predatory loans? Sometimes these men and women need bridge loans, and they're getting raked across the coals. If
they can even qualify for a loan at all. It's been really tough. These guys don't have any money, you know, and no one was giving any credit. And these loans were out of control. The interest rates were so far out of their range that they couldn't afford to stay in their homes anymore.
So now you're getting calls, and the Armed Forces Foundation will try to help as many as you can. But sadly, you can't get to everybody.
Correct. And we get 400 to 500 calls a day, a month, and of those requests for grants, we can only give about 75 in grants.
And if someone wants to help you out,
they can get to www.armedforcesfoundation.org.
And listen, the book you just wrote is so special because it talks about some of the traumatic brain injuries that some of these men and women are dealing with on a daily basis. These are true stories.
These are true stories. Families that we've helped out. Also, we've had a lot of help and great essays from the Department of Veterans Affairs and from DOD.
All right, Patricia, what you do is just phenomenal on a daily basis. Hope people watching right now will help you even more. And thanks so much for having us down.
Thanks for coming last night. It was a great success because of you.
And no, that's not true, but it's because of you. The ultimate fighting guy, Dana White, was there, and he was a huge hit with the guys, and he gave a great speech.
And Florian.
Yeah, absolutely.